back to Sidequest Gaming, where we take a look at both old games and new to try and uncover some of those hidden gems you might want to try out and give a crack for yourself. Today we're taking a look at Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, a turn-based tactical game, which it is the Skullfest at the moment, so a lot of the Warhammer games are on quite a bit of a discount, so I'm trying to take a look at as many of those as we can to see whether there might be the right thing for you to give a try for yourself. We're going to give it about half an hour of gameplay as usual, dive into the campaign, and at the end of it I'm going to give a kind of recap on my thoughts, my feelings and impressions on the game. Let's get to it. We're going to skip the tutorial and see how we go.
Time flows in contradictions since the invasion. There's an unexpected slowness in the aftermath of an impossible victory. A languid sweetness of air, tasted by the hapless victor. And yet, I also feel the turning of change, and the accumulated minutiae that falls to the survivors. Corpses to be burned, fortifications to be rebuilt, neophytes to be blooded. Regardless of our losses, we are the angels of death, and we are always prepared for war. Not that these are concerns for the fledgling Primaris right now. Balfora is an unforgiving tutor. Dante says that you are blood angels. Prove it! Show me that the blood of the great angel flows within your veins. Battle line squad ready.
Okay, so this is our map. We've got quite a deployment here. We've got some assault squads. We've got Sergeant Carly on here. And we have some intercessors
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
right up here holding this point. We have to destroy the Hormagauls, and we've got 8 remaining. So, first bet, probably first step for us right now, we've got our really cool looking Terminators here. I believe they are, Intercessor Terminators. Let's just smash right on in with our gauntlet into these guys.
The enemies of the Imperium.
Cool. Took out quite a few of them there. Alright, can we do some more? Do we have not enough action points? We can use some grenades. Nope, looks like we're going to kind of leave them for the moment.
Orders.
Can we really want to try and finish off some of these guys as quick as possible. Let's just have a bit of a look around the map, see where there's 8 remaining. There's this group up here that are probably the ones we want to get first, to be honest, right? If we jump pack... in...
Brothers!
This is going to use 4 movement points. Can we get there? 6, 5, 4. Okay. Well, we might as well just go there. See how they go. Whoop, didn't hit the right button there.
On our way!
Cool effects, well animated. Here we go, landed in. And let's chainsaw the heck out of these guys.
The swarm has no right to live!
Nice. Didn't kill them though. Okay, so little bit of a concern there. We do have a jump pack on Clarion as well, so we might just throw him up here, our sergeant, and get him right into the fray with his chainsword.
You will fall before me.
Nice. Okay, so that group's almost dead. Can he go again? He can go again. Nice. Okay, one of them down. That's a positive. Alright. So he can still move, these guys can still move, but they can't attack. Intercessors here, there's this little sneaky group back here that we probably want to try and deal with. So, what's our... we've got the bolt rifle. So, if we go from here... 2 hits, 44%, not ideal. We move down here. Kind of surround them. 68%. Should we do another movement? Yeah. That's got to be much higher. 80%. There we go. Bit better, but Ooh, still got a bit of damage to go. Alright, we want to try and get rid of at least 2 lots, right? Now, where are my movement points down here? Armor movement points are 4 and action points 1 for these guys. So, I could get up to there. Am I going to be able to get a shot off from there? Probably not, actually. So these guys I feel are better to attack down here. These ones, however, they can run up to this side. And that should clear out these bullies. Yeah, nice. Okay, that's 2 down. We've done a bit of damage to these boys in front, but not as much as I would have liked to see. So let's get these guys over to... Right now we've got 59% chance to hit. I feel like right next to them doesn't seem necessarily the best because he'll be able to jump in and attack us, but 60% from there. Let's just do it. Live dangerously. Okay, at least there's only 1 boy left at 15 HP. Okay, I think all our guys have kind of used up their abilities. We can probably use the last of their movement points. Just get them moving a little bit closer to the action.
Their death is our only option.
Probably move him back up there. And move him back up there. And then we could end our turn. Let's see what happens. Single dude comes in for an attack. And he missed. Oh no, he didn't. He grazed me. More gaunts coming in. Sorry, camera control not the best on my end. Trying to get that cinematic experience as they creep on up. The Tyranid menace.
We are the sons of
okay. I'm guessing the others must still be quite a while away. Feels like a waste killing that one by himself. Let's just lay down the fire here. Did not get many. Lay all these guys.
They will not overwhelm us.
Yep, okay. Whittling them down a bit at a time. So no more AP, no more AP. This guy can get up here. Gonna definitely take out this last Hormagorn. Surely. Yep, there we go. That one's dead. Now, jump pack is still off on a few turns, so no luck there. But he's got 4 movement points. Move him up. Move these guys right on up, and we can probably shoot them with our pistols a little bit. I believe we've got pistols, yep. Okay, whittling them down. Love the Tyranids as an enemy. They're really cool. They remind me a bit of the Zerg, but they're very different conceptually. Even though they're still that kind of like, I guess, what aliens that kind of absorb enemies. It's still very... I was wasting AP to move then, so that was a mistake, but oh well. If I go right up here, getting all up together, might be able to get a few shots on through my own guys at them. Let's try it. Nice, just got them out. Okay, end turn. 4 remaining. Okay, they're just coming in packs of 2 at the moment. Nice. Okay, well, I think we've got this quite handily, to be honest. We're going to jump in behind them. Oh, whoops. I keep forgetting to right click. I keep left clicking and it clicks off them. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to just swing in with our swords. Chop them up. I'll do the same on the other guy with my commander, my sergeant. Did the same thing where I forgot to actually right click. In we go. Battle jump. And get in there with your sword. Dice them up a bit. Nice. Alright, intercessors, can you finish off those guys? I wouldn't want to be standing behind them, to be honest, but Did they all die? They did. Awesome. And let's
We're the
get...
sons of
I
Sanguinius.
guess these guys can just kind of run in and... They've actually got like chain guns, so I'm probably better not coming in and doing this like, you know, melee combat with them, but oh well. Here's what it is. Finish that one off. We are absolutely smushing them at the moment. There's no... Is there any kind of Overwatch? Yes, there is. Of course there's Overwatch. Let's just go like that.
Death to the
And
Xenos
hopefully
swarm.
that means we'll get a hit on anyone that comes out. Ooh, unspent action points. Where are my unspent action points? Who has not moved? He's used all his. He's used his. He has unspent action points. There we go. Alright.
I hear
Ah, they're coming from the wrong side.
Battle line squad
Of
ready.
course. The one time I set up a trap, figure out my Overwatch. Facing the wrong damn side. Okay. There we go. Shoot them.
Your orders.
Let's move these guys up. Can move simultaneously, which is quite a cool little element to the game. So you can kind of charge on up together, which is good. You don't have to wait for the turn to elapse each time. Let's just
We are the
move all
wolves.
my boys
We
up
are the guns.
as far as we can. I wonder whether these guys can hit from here. They might be able to finish him off. No, out of range. Could fire the grenade launcher. Why not? Let's do that.
Thin their numbers. They will not overwhelm us.
Completely overkill on that guy, but if it works, it works. Not enough action points. Okay, he can't even
We are
attack.
the lords of the assault
And
doctrine.
these guys cannot do Overwatch, so I think I might be out of... Oh, this guy's got a bit he can do, but... That's something I've got to be careful of, is using up the action points just in movement, because you can spend them that way, but I keep kind of forgetting to do it properly. I could fire on them, but... Oh, looks like I am firing on them. I was going to try and do the Overwatch, but once again, my left and right click, I'm just not doing it properly. But these are the last boys that we have to worry about, and they are going to get very smushed. Okay, in we go. I want to see what these these big guys' cannons are like. Let's go right up there. Let's just see, because it looks like they got like little chain guns on their hands.
Open fire.
Okay. Yeah, should have been using those differently the whole time. Finish these guys off, and I think we are done. Victory is ours. Hurrah!
You can fight. I'll give you that. I don't know yet if you truly are scions of Sanguinius, or just some ruse of the Archmagos. Battle will decide. It always does.
Okay. Oh, whoops, I missed that little bit of dialogue, but we are proceeding.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. People are born, they live, they suffer, and die. Rarely of natural causes. Days prior to the fall of Cadia, Dante faced his greatest challenge. High Fleet Leviathan had broken through the Krypton shield, and the Tyranids bore directly for the sacred homeworld of the Blood Angels, Baal. Sons of Sanguinius rallied from the far corners of the galaxy. Complete strangers died side by side as brothers. Yet even this unprecedented congregation could not hold back the Great Devourer. In their darkest moment, the Blood Angels gathered around Lord Commander Dante, a last stand. They gave themselves to the Red Thirst and stood in defiance of the alien. Not for survival, for the chapter was doomed, but for the honor of their sire, the great Angel Sanguinius. And then, pandemonium, the Cicatrix Maledictum opened and tore the galaxy in two. Time stretched, contorted. Demons of Khorne poured across the moon of Baal Primus, tearing at Xenos and Marines alike. Havoc reigned. But just as quickly as it appeared, the Cicatrix Maledictum contracted. It took with it both the demons and vast swathes of High Fleet Leviathan. In their place, the Indomitus Crusade appeared, helmed by the Avenging Sun himself, Primarch Robute Guilliman. The Blessed Primarch didn't just bring relief to Baal. He brought with him the Primaris Space Marines, thousands bearing the mark of the Blood Drop. The Primaris were larger, stronger, more resilient than their firstborn brethren. But to the Blood Angels, they represented a different kind of salvation. The promise of these super soldiers was of an improved gene line, more pure and closer to that of Sanguinius. Away from prying ears, Archmagos Call whispered that they showed fewer signs of the flaws that plagued the great angel's blood. No more thirst beating at their hearts. No more armor to be painted black. A semblance of normality has since returned to Baal. The monolithic Indomitus Crusade prepares to leave. Commander Dante, now Lord Regent of half of the Imperium, works to heal his chapter and Baal of the trauma suffered at the hands of Leviathan. And on the moon Baal Secundus, Sergeant Carlion hurries to the aid of a sanguinary priest.
All right. Sergeant Carlius. What are we doing? Okay, army management. New units are available. HQ upgrade center. Okay, let's go to the upgrade center first. We have a number of different things that we can upgrade with Sergeant Carlion. We have 2 skull coins that we can spend, HQ, so we can unlock weapons and stat upgrades for HQ characters and related units. So, let's have a look. We can give him a frag grenade, which deals... Is this what we already have? Or I don't want to click on it in case I've already got it. We could unlock an auto bolt rifle. Rigorous training, which is plus 10 HP per model. That's not bad. Plus 10 ranged accuracy is very good, considering missing has a huge impact. Battle line tactics. Effects casting unit. Plus 4 range stability. Okay. So right now, I think we have to get tactical precision up here, which is... Alright, it's going down. I was looking at it going left and right because I'm an idiot. So this one, attack single target ally within 2 tiles, plus 20% melee accuracy, plus 20% ranged accuracy, plus 1 armor piercing. Cool, so it's a good buff. Then the next one we can either go the battle line tactics. We could go assault cannon strafe. Ooh, it does hit friendly fire, but I like the idea of an assault cannon. Plus 10% melee accuracy, or assault tactics, plus 15. It is okay. I don't mind the idea of assault tactics, to be honest, but I don't have enough because I've only got the one that I can spend. So we're going to confirm that. Hopefully save up some more for the next lot, because we need to spend 2 on this one. So confirm and done. Army management. What do we have? Okay. Each unit contributes towards your army total value. Additional weapons, once unlocked, will increase the cost of a unit when equipped. Typical point buy, like normal 40k. So we have these intercessors. They're our shooty boys. We had Sergeant Carleon, we had our aggressors, and we had our assault squad. We do not have any different weapons by appearances that we can swap out. Looks like we're kind of stuck with what we've got. But we do have over here another intercessor unit. We have an assault squad unit. And we have another aggressor unit. I do like the aggressors and the assault squads. But I'm a big fan of the melee guys here. So let's put in...
We are the Bloodblades of Skyfall.
Ooh, okay. So we could have that, or we could go...
Always ready.
2 lots of them, 2 lots of them.
Vigilant.
I feel like that might be a better way to roll it, hey? I don't know what this little one up the top corresponds to. I'm guessing it is the amount of battles they've fought, but let's go with that. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, done. Alright. Next mission, so Venomous...
The promise of battle makes his Primaris restless, eager. It is my duty to assess their potential here on the source of Balfora. Through combat, I intend to discover who these red-armored giants truly are. Some of them take in the vistas of the sword like bored tourists. There's little regard for the skies and sands that shaped our father. They will learn quickly. Or Balfora will kill them. She does not tolerate laxity. I expect this priest we find will also be new to his role. There is no reason other than youthful ignorance to risk the angel's blood on the swords. In these days following Leviathan's devastation, we are a chapter awash with fresh blood.
Alright, proceed.
Sergeant, with the relay offline, I was afraid only the Xenos had heard my calls for backup. Make haste. My reductor still has work to do.
As you say, brother, the Bloodblades of the Eighth are ever eager to serve the sanguinary priesthood.
Okay, deployments. We have 10 remaining to kill, I guess. This is our army laid out. I believe we've got them all out. So the aggressors, I feel, yep, they're at the front. Assault squads, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that layout. Cool.
I am ready to help.
Alright, what are we doing here? Move him over.
I go where I am needed.
Defend brother Iririo over the... Defend brother Aotro against the tyrant in assault while he completes his work. Okay. Harvest, we gotta harvest this. So he can do that. Cool. Done. We probably should have used him to fight these guys, to be honest. Because our guys feel like they're a very long way away from him, but...
Whatever the angel requires.
Okay. He's firing really slowly. Yeah, don't love the situation we're finding ourselves in there. We have to get all 4 of these, so let's move down over here. And just hope we're kind of okay in that space.
Ready to strike.
We need to try and get up there as quickly as possible. So, I am thinking if we go up here with our aggressors, and we're just going to lay out the auto cannon fire on these guys, we might then be able to get our jump pack guys to run on up and join the fray up there. Our assault terminators. Sorry, not terminators, our assault marines. Even if I just get Sergeant Carleon up there to help protect, I think it would do quite a bit.
Thin their numbers. They will not overwhelm us.
Yep. Thinning those guys out. Now, if we go jump pack.
Fast.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get in there, am I? I'm going to... shit. I tried to right-click off and just send him right on up, but that's okay. I guess I'm just diving straight into the fray there. I'm going... It's going to cost 1 AP, so... Yeah, I'm going to put it on... No, it has to be on a Okay. Has to be on a allied unit. Can't be on myself. Get in there with the sword. Just cut him up a bit. Oh, okay. That just finished him off. I was not actually expecting that to happen.
Your orders.
Okay, intercessors, let's run up here. Do they have the distance to be able to hit these guys up the top? I don't think they do, but we will be able to just clean up these boys here. Oh, not clean them up, we'll do a little bit of damage to them. Almost get them. Maybe if we go up with the other lot of intercessors, we can just wipe out this last little bit. I reckon we can get him.
Engaging the enemy.
Yep, nice. That's what we want. Change facing I can't really be bothered with for any purpose. Let's jump here. Right click, left click. One day I'm going to get it. Okay, jump pack in. Still too far out to do anything of significance, so all we're doing is kind of running up closer. That's it. Alright, so these guys are going to jump pack right up here, and at least I might be able to put some overwatch down this way. Once again, I did the left. I cannot get the clicking right. Oh my god. Terrible. There's two lots down there. Let's get an overwatch arc going this way.
They will regret coming this close.
And these guys are not going to be able to do anything too significant, but we might be able to lay some shots out on these Termagants down here. Let's see. 71%, that's pretty good. Let's do it. Yeah, whittle them down a bit. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So, what do we have left that can actually do something? This guy can't hit anywhere. The grenades are not going to be great at, like, good enough distance. He's just kind of out. He's out. Out. He can move, but we might just go... Let's just go with a Overwatch over here. And I think that's all our boys spent. Let's pass turn. Nice Overwatch off. Not doing a hell of a lot, but it's better than nothing. These guys are so they're range ones. Taking a bit of a scuffing. Quite a bit of a scuffing there. This I'm concerned about up here, what he's going to do, and then there's ones from down here that are going to make their way up. Okay. Aha, good. So he didn't actually come at... Okay. I mean, it does mean our guy's going to take a hiding, but it means the guy we're protecting is protected. That's what we want to see. Cool. We can speed it up. Okay. Cool. I'm going to worry about him last at the moment, I think. Let's get our boys in the back up as far as we can. So if we run these guys up to here, they should be able to lay down some fire onto these guys with quite a bit of accuracy.
Battle line squad ready.
Yep, wipe them out. I think if we run this guy... We kind of want to, yeah, I think we want to get this guy to come around this angle. So we're going to go over here. And just use him to fire on these guys close by. Nice. This guy, we don't have like a teleport or a jump. No, he can heal guys, which is kind of cool. But let's just get him to run the whole way down. We're going to ignore those guys up there because we're not particularly worried about them. Our goal is to collect these glowing points. So, I can't do jump packing. I forgot about that because I've got to wait another turn. So, my Assault Marines are better to just pick off some of these last guys with their little pistols. Like that. And I reckon this guy might be able to just finish off these guys down here, if we're lucky. The models are cool, the movement's strong, the gameplay's responsive, which is nice. Does have a good tactical feel to it. Let's move guys up here. It does have a nice semblance of the actual tabletop game, which I enjoy. Okay, lay down the fire, boys. And I can see as we unlock more weapons and skills and things like that, it's going to get even more satisfying in certain ways to like play and set up. Let's get our Terminators. I'm pretty sure they're Terminators, the aggressors. I don't know, they've got some wicked armor on. Okay. Chain gun, machine gun things, storm bolters, I guess. Down, and what do we have left? I guess this guy can probably just go up here as a defensive maneuver. And put out a Overwatch cone this way. And I'm actually going to put up these other Terminators up here with an Overwatch cone facing that way. So we know there's some Termagants coming from that direction. And then we're going to pass the turn. So let's do it.
Will not overwhelm us.
There we go. A little bit of a damage laying out. And hopefully this is going to still... Not as much as I was hoping though, to be honest. But that's okay. He's going to run down here and extract whatever it is that he extracts. These guys can just finish these boys off. Nice. They're gone. Okay, that is complete, which is good.
We fight and we die.
So then we're going to want to go here and then probably around. So what is that? No, okay. Let's send these guys down just to get a bit of sight on what might be coming up on us. Nothing there. Nice to know. We're going to send our Terminators on top. I'm liking the idea of them doing a bit of Overwatch up here.
Battle line squad ready.
Battle line squad can go down here. Assault squad down here.
Assault Marines ready.
Assault Marines down there as well.
When the day is darkest, we
Sergeant Carlos is pretty much tapped out, isn't he? Just move him down with some action points. Brother Arturo is tapped out. Alright, so let's just put an Overwatch that way, an Overwatch that way, an Overwatch that way. Do I have any boys that still need to move? I do. These guys go up there. Oh, these guys can still get around. Nice. Might as well just keep pushing them up here, I reckon. Because it can't hurt to have them at the top. And I think they're resilient enough that we should be able to take on any particularly surprise attacks that we get. Cool. End turn. Overwatch confirmed. There we go. Oh, these are bigger looking guys. Venom throat. They didn't really get hit much by those Overwatches, did they? Not loving that. Okay, so fire again. I mean, that's one of them down. That's better. Let's jetpack in and just get in there and start stabbing. I thought it was one of them down, but it's not. Oh no! One of my boys is down. They are very unpleasant. Okay. Well, it makes sense. We were feeling a bit too. It's feeling a bit too easy, wasn't it? So let's lay on some hurt there. We're just going to have to absolutely double trip them out on this guy. Okay, I think we got one of them, which is good. I'm concerned about melee after that little engagement, to be honest.
Assault Marines ready.
Gonna get in there that way.
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
We are gonna go up here.
Ready to strike.
Okay, we should be able to lay. Nope, they're out of range. Disappointing. We can harvest that though, which is good. Oh, how are we gonna play this one? Can he hit? No, he's still out of range. Okay. No missiles that can hit. I I nearly just grenaded my own troops, which would not have been ideal. I think I can hit them with this frag grenade. Yeah, nice. That was quite effective. But I can't get it. Oh, I can replicate it from this direction. Unfortunately, I feel like I really need these guys down where my current battle is. Like, they're kind of the heavier troops, but it is what it is. These guys are not going to be able to get any real fire off. Nope. Okay.
Victory for the Bloodblades! Victory for Skyfall!
I guess what I do is I do something like this. I give them a buff,
Sanguinius guides every strike!
and then I jump these guys right on into the fray, and hope they can do enough to at least whittle what the response is going to be down. Not enough action points. Oh my god, no. That is the absolute worst, and I can't even overwatch. Oh god, I'm in trouble. Can we heal these guys? They're out of range for the ability. Okay, we can. Can we do anything of significance? We're overwatching. That's nice. Okay, end turn. Overwatching confirmed. Watch the death unfurl, I think. Oh no. Another one down. My brother! My brother, no! Oh, that's just not good.
Ready to help.
My assault boys are just getting absolutely smashed. Okay. What can we do? Run these guys in. Venom throw. I don't like these guys. They're really bad for us. Okay, he's almost down. I guess I've just got to kind of absolutely smash out here.
Battle line squad ready.
Okay, so I can. Whew, okay. I don't want to miss the opportunity to. We just got to end that one. We've got to kill him. So that had to happen. I'm worried about trying to hit these guys with any kind of close range. If I try to move here, this guy's going to get an attack of opportunity against him, which is terrible. Absolute terrible. I'm just going to run in here and see whether I could maybe heal, or do I... No, he's out of range. I'm going to heal.
The blood is strong. Do not falter.
Okay. The dead ones don't get healed. That makes perfect sense, but it's a bit disappointing because it's a bit problematic for me. So let's move these Terminator guys down. I really put these guys in the wrong position. I've got to be getting those little machine guns onto these boys. Where's my sergeant? Okay, get him up in there. Hopefully I can at least... I mean, it's a terrible idea, but... Oh no, I'm not in range. Oh, that is just the worst.
Vengeance will be fine.
Come on, get at least one. No. No, bro. One, come on. Kill him. Kill him. Yes. Kill him. Oh. The worst. The worst of the worst.
With the day's dark.
Do any of these guys have anything they can still do? They do not. This guy does, though, and I guess in for a penny, in for a pound is better than just being whacked on. Come on, chop him. Yeah, nice. But now the counter. One down completely. It's just brutal. Okay. And these guys can run around here.
Always ready.
And then we end the turn. Okay. Is he gonna die? I think he's gonna die. Oh, there goes my assault squad. Oh, it's sadness. Oh, that's not ideal. That was unexpected. I guess something had to happen. Okay, so one left here. Let's just hope that we can take him out with this hit. Yeah, cool. That's better.
We are the sons of
Okay. We got to get this guy around here. We've got to get him to the... I'll turn off the fast forward. Get these intercessors up here. Start laying out some hurt. Not enough I use the action points to move. That is the worst. Okay. Get these guys up here.
Battle line squad
These
ready.
guys. 31 to hit. No, we'll get these guys up here. Alright. 51 to
Engaging the
hit.
enemy.
25s, 20s. Might as well get these guys as well. Did any of them? None of them
We
have
are
frag
the
grenades, did
Bloodblades
they?
of
No.
Skyfall.
The only ones that have frag grenades
Victory
are
for the
the
Bloodblades. Victory.
ones
for
that are
Skyfall.
right in the wrong spot for me right now. Get Commander in, he can just kind of go full
You
melee
will
on
fall
them,
before me.
chop them up a bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Chop them up some more, please. Nice, that one's down. Okay, one left. I could send them in to shoot, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think what I need to do is just... I don't really want to lose more, so I'm
They
going to
will
put that
regret
Overwatch.
coming this close.
He can't go any closer. These guys can come down.
Forward.
And I guess they can just Overwatch like
They
that.
shall not pass.
Overwatch like that, and I think we are out of... Yep, out of actions. Okay. Would have loved to see that coming at me if I was him.
The blood of Sandwillius
Cool.
flows in my
We are
veins.
almost there. He's not going to have enough to... We've got some more coming up this side. He's not going to have enough action points to harvest that, I don't think. Not this... Oh, he does. No, he does not. Not this turn.
Ready to strike.
Okay, so now we're going to get these guys up to lay out some fire. Can't hit. Disappointing. Can we fire some missiles? We cannot fire some missiles. Commander can just chop away. One more hit and I think we're going to kill
You will
those
fall
ones, which is
before me.
fantastic. Get my intercessors up here. Will they be able to hit from that distance? They can, 61%. Get up these guys. And advance down there. These ones should be able to lay out some fire.
Xenoswarm.
These ones will be
We are the sons of
an 8.
Sandwillius.
Ooh, they can actually attempt to hit. It's a long shot, but it's another one of those bloody spinny guys that does all this kind of damage to my melee. Just going to lay out some Overwatch with my chain gun
We
boys.
fight and we die
Hopefully that will
for
be
the
enough.
Imperium.
And then next turn we should be able to extract the last of the green glowies. That should get us. Alright, let's see how we go. Come on. No, did not trigger an Overwatch. That is the worst. Hopefully this comes onto my main guy. No, no. That's not what we
ready
wanted.
to help.
Okay. Let's just get my Terminator dudes in, because I really want to see how well they perform against these Venom dudes. So, fire. I thought they were going to be a lot more effective, to be honest. Enemy is too close. That's interesting. Did not expect that. Okay. Took out that group. Let's go here.
Open fire!
That's a bit better though. Still didn't do a lot though. Disappointing. Okay.
They shall not pass.
Still no actual destruction there. Let's get these guys up there. Just see what damage we can actually do. I'm hoping that when we hit extract that'll finish the mission, but we'll see. Just want to get as much death as I can. Okay, extract, harvest.
That is the last of the protenoids that I can gather
There we go.
here. Your assistance has been noted, Sergeant.
Okay. Oh, now we need to kill them all anyway. So that was actually something I did need to do. Alright, so I'm on the right pathway then.
With the day's darkest, we prevail through
Okay,
control.
so does anyone have any shooty abilities left? He does. Sergeant Carlisle.
My vengeance will be
Take him
fine.
out. Yeah, nice. The big scary.
Assault Marines ready.
Don't think anyone else has anything left they can do in the turn. 4 left to go. Oh, these guys are the problem.
You will need more than
Oh,
that.
AoE. That's no good. At least that happened. That's nice. Okay. That's not nice. Okay, we're all poisoned. And we're poisoned and unhappy. As a general rule, we got to get these boys down. And they've managed to put themselves in a position where if anything comes close, they're just going to absolutely wail on them. So we can use these guys to shoot here, I think. Without any kind of reaction attack that we have to worry about.
We fight and we die for the Imperium.
I guess we can just do this. Finish that off. Which should let us get our big aggressor dudes down over here. And they should be able to lay their chain guns out on these boys.
Heavy fire support.
Yep, that's... Yeah, nice. So they're now both down. Leaving only the one guy's left, which we will move our aggressors a bit closer. And unleash
In
hell.
their numbers, they will not overwhelm us.
Alright.
Death to the Xenoswarm.
Successes.
Carleon.
There we go.
Sergeant Carleon on the gate.
Woo-woo! Victory is ours! Proceed. We did lose a squad though. That's disappointing. And it means we can't put them into reserve because they're dead, which is sad. As you can see, it's opened up a spot here from where we could put in a new squad. When we look at our army management, we do have these guys that have passed 2 missions, so obviously they are leveling up in the process to some degree or another. I don't know what that hierarchy looks like, but I'm guessing they get more skill points as we go with their campaign history here. Maybe they unlock specific weapons that they can use. Upgrade center, we now have 6 skull things we can spend. So we could get 3 of these, or we could get 2 and 1 of these next level ones, which, I mean, it's pretty hard to pass up, like, range, like, I think we just got to go these, like, baseline tactics, and, I mean, to be able to give frags to intercessors, that's a pretty big deal.
Victory
so
for the Blood Blades.
there we go.
Victory for Skyfall.
And so what that should mean now is our intercessors actually, they have a frag grenade as part of their arsenal. Pretty cool all round. So, this has been Sidequest Gaming. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. My thoughts on Battlesector. I think it does a really good job of imitating the tabletop game. I quite enjoy it. The tactics feel fun. It feels strategic without being too punishing or too rewarding. The tech tree seems reasonable enough. We now have another dude, Brother Aotro, who we can use. The campaign seems like it's going to have an interesting set of strategic puzzles to play. The story so far hasn't grabbed me. It hasn't been super compelling for me so far. That being said, I've only just started it. It might kind of come together a bit more. But compared to other 40k games, I haven't felt that level of like kind of grip me straight away. But that's just me. You might find a very different experience. Definitely worth looking at. My only real complaint I would say about Battlesector from what I've seen is that it does seem like there's an enormous amount of paid DLC for this game. Usually I'm a big supporter of DLC and expansions, but I am not a fan when games do that thing where they break it up into so many different bits and, you know, you have to buy this race and then this race and then this race. Some people really enjoy that. I just find it really problematic when I look at like the whole pack for a game and it's $150 or something with the 17 different things that you got to get. And to me, that kind of feels like I don't like buying a half product. So I'm just not a fan of that. But that being said, it is a really well put together little package. So definitely worth having a look at. It's Skulls Fest at the moment, so things are a bit more on sale. I'll put the link below. As always, please like, subscribe if you enjoy my content. There'll be a new video tomorrow. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.